2024 KTM 890 Smt Spied. Spy shots show near production version of upcoming KTM SMT model. Spy shots of what is believed to be a new 890 SMT, showing how KTM has raided the parts bin to create this variation of its middleweight platform. The combination of the wide bars, tall suspension, and spacious riding position of an adventure bike with the grip and handling offered by asphalt-focused suspension and tires has always been an appealing one. The latest spy pictures from KTM's test facility show that an 890 SMT is under development to fill precisely that niche. Spotted on test in Spain, a popular winter development destination for European brands thanks to year-round good weather. This 890 SMT is the latest in a string of prototypes spied over the last couple of years as KTM edges models toward production. Since 2021, bikes have been seen in both SMT form and as a more pared-back SMC variety, lacking the screen and gaining a high-mounted, motocross-style front fender. The latter would rival bikes like Ducati's Hypermotard, while the SMT version seen here is more akin to BMW's F900XR in its appeal. The idea of combining street bike suspension with an adventure bike stance isn't a new one. Yamaha's TDM arguably pioneered the idea in the 90 seconds, and Ducati's original Multistrada firmed up the concept a decade later with suspension and wheels that looked like they were from a sport bike. The original KTM 990 Supermoto Touring of 2009 was lauded for its ability to combine the poise and fun of a supermoto with the practicality of an adventure bike, but it proved relatively short-lived, disappearing from the range after the 2013 model. It's immediately clear from these photos that the new 890 SMT has reached well-developed prototype stage. KTM has always been a master of creating additional models from off-the-shelf parts, and the 890 SMT is a clear example of that. The frame, engine, exhaust, and most of the bodywork are straight from the latest generation 890 Adventure, just updated for 2023 with new styling. However, the street-focused WP suspension, the front brakes, and the cast alloy 17 inches wheels are more like the parts found on the 890 Duke. The main new element that's unique to the 890 SMT is the fuel tank. While the 890 Adventure lends most of its parts to the new model, the SMT doesn't inherit that bike's low-slung, side-mounted dual-fuel tanks. Instead, the tank is mounted in a conventional spot above the engine like the 890 Duke. But it's a new design, made to suit the 890 Adventure bodywork and side panels used on the SMT. At the rear, the tail and subframe are straight from the 890 Adventure, as is the seat. While at the front the windscreen is the shorter version from the 890 Adventure, the mirrors are borrowed from the 890 Duke. The shared components mean it's easy to take an educated guess at power and weight. In adventure form, the 889cc L8C parallel twin is good for acclaimed 103 horsepower. There's scope for more, as the Duke manages 114 horsepower, and the Duke R is said to produce 119 horsepower, but the SMT uses the same exhaust as the 890 Adventure, suggesting it will have that model's state of tune. The 890 Adventure's 473-pound wet weight is also a good indication of the SMT's mass. The numbers put the SMT at a slight advantage over its nearest competitor, BMW's F900XR, which has 99 horsepower from its 895cc twin and weighs 482 pounds fully fueled. Although the SMT looks close to production form, it may not be destined for a very long life in this spec, as it uses the existing 890 inches version of the L8C engine. We've already seen KTM testing its next generation L8C in a variety of prototypes, believed to be a 990 inches version with a capacity closer to 1000cc. The redesigned parallel twin also appeared in design registrations earlier this year. Once rolling off production lines, the next-gen engine is likely to gradually supersede the older version across KTM's model range.